game 3. What do you expect from this?
I feel like 11Monkeyz, you know, they picked 4 of the same heroes as the previous game, right? So for Ivy, this draft probably felt a little bit more comfortable for them. They already knew why they lost that previous game, and they've somewhat identified it in regards to they've got a Void for the Weaver, they've got a Beastmaster and a Bane, both BKB piercing stuns to deal with that Night Stalker aggression. As soon as he runs in, he's going to have a good lane no matter what with this IO. You're going to have a 15-16 minute BKB, but at least you now have spells that can deal with it. You don't have to rely on yourself having items. I think Ivy did answer to why 11Monkeyz did do so well in that previous game. But again, the aggression, the speed in which they can play with a TA Night Stalker Weaver cores, that's some scary pace that you can set in the early mid game.
The battle begins.
And for once, we don't actually have a fight at the start of the runes. Just a nice, pleasant 3-for-1, but still.
I think it was the way it was last time in terms of the runes. I think 11Monkeyz got the 3 bounties at the start of game 2. Ended up being a good omen for them as the game went on. Let's see if that's to be the same here. It's mid matchup. Stoikov obviously having the chance to get that last hero pick in the draft. You've got to imagine, right, he feels he's pretty happy in this one against the Tiny.
Yeah, he's going to be having a great time here. Just going to be able to meld strike and secure his creeps. Going to be able to be efficient with the farm, going for lane into small camp. Not really any kill potential I wouldn't expect. And also for Stoikov, one of his 4th most played heroes in pubs, at least over 360 odd games. So very much one of his specialty heroes. Probably not a lot of viewers are aware of him. I don't think he's kind of like a newer player to the scene. He's currently ranked 39 in Europe. Did look like that on his Lena game in the previous one, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a good performance. And these lanes, yeah, last time round we had a very explosive start for oh wow, it's gonna be top lane, Ivy. Actually get the first blood here, and good start for Max. He had a bit of a tough game in game 2.
Snapfire did get caught by an arrow. We're gonna see the. Yep. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, very nicely there, along sort of the line of the trees, leaving very little opportunity for Mary to spot it before it came out of the trees.
This is the key lane for me. It's damage control for Ivy. They know they're going to lose this lane because Bane into Iron Night Stalker, you tickle them, but you don't really do anything. Look at this. You're like, please leave my lane. You're not really. That's it. That's the amount of harass you can really provide. And when it hits nighttime, it's on what item did the Night Stalker go for? Is he going for the braces into boots again? Will we have an earlier phase boots? Because he can apply a lot of pressure in this lane. And with a catapult wave and maybe a rotation from one more hero, they could easily open up this bottom side of the map if Ivy don't react accordingly.
Mid CS so far, Mobile's been doing a good job on the first few waves.
It's honestly not too bad. These heroes are kind of the same in regards to how they farm, right? One hero grabs a tree and slaps the wave. One hero has side blades and slaps the wave. They both want to push it out. TA can probably harass it a little bit better with the meld strike, as you see here. They very much mirror each other. I think the key difference here will be Tiny most likely gets like phase boots and active rune, can easily gank the side lanes. TA will be a little bit more static, going from mid to camps to ancients and me playing backwards, whilst Tiny has a little bit more of an open outlook on the map in the early game.
I'm going to try and go for Max here. With the cookie and the scatter blast, Max. And quite a bit of trouble. They'll put the fairy fire. Palantimos should be able to chase and finish him off. He's trying to hide in the trees, but there's no hiding from these two. He can't run.
Yeah, this is the weakest part of Beastmaster's laning right now. The fact that he has Wand and Quelling Blade. He's trying to get to that Helm of Iron Will, but still 250 gold away. Will make him extremely easy to kill if he is ever caught by a Scatterblast or a Cookie. Oh, all right, baiting out Elite. 1 down, 2 to go.
Now, CS looking very, very good for 11Monkeyz on this top lane. 19 for 6 against the 6 and 0 that Max has been able to get. And that was with Max getting the first blood. It's not been an easy lane for him to hit the creeps.
And Max has to be careful. Again, he bought Raindrop, so he's even stalling the Helm of Iron Will but even longer. Might help out against the Cookie or the Scatterblast, but still, a couple right clicks and Max is susceptible to going down once again.
And once again, you know, BNC and ZYZ on this Night Stalker IO duo, pretty untouchable in the lane. Not a lot that a Bane and Void can do in terms of trying to threaten them. And top lane Max I think he might just be going down again, and that's going to be him out of the lane. And with his TP on cooldown from first blood to this, it's gone quickly downhill for Max.
It's incredibly rough. This range up that he bought, I kind of griefed him a little bit. He wasn't able to buy the Helm of Iron Will when he was about to die there. It didn't really keep him alive. Yeah, Palantimos, he's going to have a splendid time in this top lane. 27 CS, 8 denies, 2 kills. Could have asked for a better start. That's the type of start that you need, right? You're a Weaver, it's a Void. If the game and the farm is even, Void will always feel more comfortable because you chrono. You obviously have the true sight. You're going to see him, you're going to kill him. You're going to have no issues against Weaver. But if Weaver has an item advantage, you can kind of, play a bit faster into Void's phase. You can play with your Night Stalker. You have so much kill threat pre-BKB with that silence. Right clicks of the Weaver. It's a difficult game for Void, potentially.
See, Max back there. It was actually fortunate. The TP cooldown did come back up as he respawned, so he was able to at least get straight back to the lane.
Oh, hits an arrow.
Good arrow. The axes.
Massive wand and a fairy fire, though. Should be good.
Not quite having enough damage to capitalize on that arrow connection.
Feels like a really slow Helm for Max. It's just been a really difficult lane. Only 9 CS at minute 5. Often you see the Helm already picked up by now, at least by minute 4:30.
They might try for the kill.
Range drop is on cooldown.
See what they can do with this. Nobody gets the scatter blast slow. Cube trying to stand his ground to take down Mary. And Palantimos will at least be able to clean up one of the two of them. He won't be able to get Max. Same time down bottom. I see them go for the kill on ZYZZ, and they're able to actually get JM out afterwards. So they kills on both side lanes here. Ivy setting the score even now, 3-3.
That's impressive in the bot lane. Didn't expect the first night time to find kills for Ivy, but with the Void, time dilation, be able to soak a bit more damage, and yeah, they find the IO. A little bit of a misstep there from this offlane Joe. In the previous game, at this point in the game, they're finding 3 kills and super thorn in their side. Diving again.
So if they can finish off JM. Oh, he's into the trees and he's able to turn and get the brain snap off. He won't die to this dive.
Void buying his own tangos. Boss can't get given a salve by his team. Well, he can, but not too good. RNG. Look at that.
Top lane. Actually, see Max, he's had to take the walk back to base. So Cube soaking up some action here. Does have leaps to rely on, but still has to be careful. So you see off to the side, low skill. He should be fine. Time walks back up. Was getting griefed a bit by the Centaur.
Yeah, now this is where the lane somewhat breaks down a bit. No time walk, able to right click them down.
That's a lot of damage. Nightmare will be able to come out in time, but BNC can maybe turn towards Jam instead. Low skill, he's got to keep himself sat way back at the arrow. Will be dodged. Already some good early pressure here from 11Monkeyz during that night time. Keeping low skill very low on the HP.
Yeah, the fact that this aggression from the Night Stalker, though, forces the Mirana bottom. Beastmaster gonna really feel the impact on that. You don't have a laning partner anymore. Sure, at 8 minutes, you wouldn't really expect the position for to be helping you, but a little bit difficult. Bane Mirana now sync up, moving around the map. Nightmare into Arrow, Avalanche into Toss. And down they go.
And Mary's going to be there to make sure that they can't die for ZYZZ, but they got the kill that counts. Taking Stoikov out. Very important as well, because the mid matchup is pretty much dead even until that point between Mobile and Stoikov. So those little kills pushing the difference.
And this will be the interesting phase of the game now. Mobile on the Tiny didn't go for the phase boots first on Tiny. We've seen some of them do that. He goes straight for the Blink Dagger. You compare that to the TA, 2 components deep into, one component deep into Dragonlance, sorry. So aggression is the name of the game right now for Tiny. As Blink defensively using his ultimate.
Yeah, had to be careful there as well. I mean, Chrono was available.
It's complete opposite the previous game, honestly. The IO Night Stalker, they're into a Seam and a Bloodseeker, and they're able to find so many kills in play, but into the elusiveness of the Void and the Nightmare of the Bane, They've actually done a pretty good job on Radiant.
They're going to go for Cube. That was his last lead, but it was enough. And BNC not wanting to chase there, knew that there was a high chance that backup was heading over. Indeed, JM was ready in the wings. And Stoikov, whilst he may have got taken out, cleaning up this ancient stack will get him back on par with the farm of Mobile. Ivy not able to get into this triangle before he clears it out.
And they're well aware that Tiny has the Blink Dagger. This isn't going to be some surprise reveal. Beautiful bashes from that Void once again. Bash for the catapult, bash for the Night Stalker.
He's got that Master Commander's coming out now, so extra boost of an attack speed may give him some opportunities to look for a chrono kill.
I mean, they shouldn't really go for this. I'm still waiting for Ivy to make that entry into the game. They've got the Blink Dagger.
This is it.
All right, there we go.
They want to try and get the Palantimos kill.
But they have vision. They saw him pick up this ward. As JMN dewards mid lane, yeah, Weaver then pushes back. Vision wins game, guys. And the scan as well. Catching the wrong here, but still. Oh, Palantim even going in on this one.
He feels safe now that Mobile's shown top, so he knows there's no Tiny here.
Tiny's not TPing to bot lane.
And the Chrono, it will catch the big kill. Make sure that there's going to be no escape, or maybe, well, I say no escape. Yeah, he's still dead.
He's gone.
There's no night time, there's nowhere to fly. BNC will slowly but surely get taken out as Ivy pick up the 2 kills around the Chrono.
Yeah, it feels reminiscent of that game 1 where 11Monkeyz knew the smoke was coming. Hold on. Defensive roar should be... Yeah, this should be fine. I reminiscent of that game 1 where they knew the smoke was coming. They reacted defensively on some heroes, but as a team, they didn't fully respect it. Same thing happened here, right? Tiny smokes to top or has invis to top, but instantly goes, wait, they can't... There's nothing here. TP's bottom kills, right? You would expect that if Weaver's retreating top lane and Tiny's not showing, the Night Stalker and I should also follow that command and just step back for a second. Allow Tiny to waste his time. Go farm the hard cap next to a tower or something. Don't be in such a position to allow it. But anyway, really good stuff from Mobile to see that over-aggression, to find something that potentially could have just been a wasted move.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very even in farming everyone. This time Night Stalker, not top net worth.
James
below the cause.
Looking for the setup here behind the tower. BNC, he's going to have backup coming in. Pops the night time and he's ready to take out the Bane. JM dead for sure, as deep as he is. Palantimos the one to clean up the kill. The rest of Ivy having to back off. DD rune at the ready. And for Stoikov.
And that's what Ivy need to be careful for. If they're out on the open, sure they have a roar, they have a grip, but if they're not in position and Night Stalker just appears on top of them, or especially the Bane, they're going to go down. But Night Stalker, whew, already half HP from one combo. Yeah, at this point in the game, it's super balanced on if Night Stalker has ultimate, they can play with him. But the Weaver and the TA, they're kind of like an item away from wanting to make plays. Whilst Ivy, they're happy to do all of this skirmishing right now. If anything, I'd love to see this Beastmaster try and help out the team a bit more, but he's kind of recovering. He needs to probably farm a couple more creeps. Tiny Bane and Miranda. They just want to find something. Such a kill-hungry combo that they have here. That fire the victim.
And top lane. Now Max, he's trying to go for the kill on BNC, but he's not going to be able to do it on his own, especially when a relocate like that comes in.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
That's quite the aggressive player. Game 1, DK blinking in non-stop Beastmaster. Trying to go for these plays, but if he makes them, he's going to be rich. If he doesn't, fortunately dies. Ooh, nearly.
That's a quick kill, but TPs are coming in. So now Ivy, they've got to run. If Fiend's grip, James going to try and hold back the TA. And with the Moonlight Shadow, they may just be able to get Mobile out of there. Of course, JM will die, sticking around to hold back the TA, hold back Stoikov. I mean, Mobile's hanging around, and he's pretty low here. Maybe seeing if he gets the opportunity for a squishy hero to step into his range.
He's just preventing this area being farmed. Gives low skill a little bit of confidence being here.
Now, they have got the Chronosphere up from low skill as well, so absolute potential to fight around the void.
They don't really have the most explosive damage for Chrono. Tiny jumps in, sure. It's more like poke and stuns that they have. The Chrono, I think, will be more like a zoning. Void hopes to quickly kill off like the IO or a Snapfire, or at least set up the Weaver for an arrow. I'd be surprised if many heroes die physically in the Chrono, but after, yeah, 100% they'll be going down. Tiny just doesn't want to stop, he just tossed back. Very quick kills happening right now.
Making some good moves here, Mobile. 3-0-2. Exactly the kind of KDA you want to be seeing from your mid Tiny.
They're just really punching the disparity of the TA Tiny. TA still wants to farm. About to complete Desolator, to be fair. Very, very big.
Oh, Mobile. He knows they're in the trees.
Away he goes.
Some respect here from his teammates. He's having a good lead here in the game, Mobile. Running around the map, creating havoc.
Yeah, and the best thing as well, you have this Beastmaster. Even if the lane was not too bad, he's been able to catch up much better at farming than this Night Stalker. And the vision he's giving is allowing Tiny to play with this confidence of just jumping in non-stop.
They're going to look for more. Mobile's in with the jump up balance. Emos, they throw it
there it is.
Down on the Weaver. Chrono roared the whole combo. It gets the job done. See if they can get out now. As TP's coming in from 11Monkeyz. They also brought over with the relocate. They look to split them apart, but not quite able to do so, Mobile, with the toss.
Gotta respect the ambition there. If he connected on that toss and broke that tether, instantly a dead TA. Doesn't connect this time around.
They're very much showing at this point, Ivy. They've certainly got the answers for the Weaver. Palantimos, a lot of ultimates to deal with him at this stage.
Yeah, Weaver really is playing a little bit more the sacrificial core for this TA. We haven't really seen the TA at all. She's farmed mid, she's farmed jungle, but never really joined in many of these engagements.
May do soon, though, with the Death Zone done on top of the Dragon Lance.
Yeah, I'd expect them next Night Stalker out, get a smoke and look for an aggressive play, get Roshan, get an Aegis, and that alone will give you the confidence. Aegis is the name of the game for 11Monkeyz in this. If you ever have it on your side, this Chrono, this Beastmaster Roar, this Grip, it's going to feel so bad using it. Night Stalker doesn't actually have ult for another 77 seconds.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They are smoked up. They do want to make this play. They want to find a kill. They want to get Roshan. They want to stop Ivy being so aggressive. And J-Men, really nice positioning to break this smoke. But we'll be going down eventually anyways. One thing as well to note is the Weaver with this shard, it does reveal heroes in invisibility. So this Mirana, the effectiveness of running away throughout the entire game, you've got a core that will always have some form of true sight. Keep helping out with the Roshan with the arrow.
Oh, they're going to see at the side, BNC. Moving across, they're going to try and save him. In fact, with that relocate out, they will. BNC's going to be fine. Max has to TP out. QP also having to back off. It's Roshan. Still at the ready for them to go back in. How long are we seeing until Chrono? 28 seconds, so unlikely to be back up before this Rosh is going down. So no chance of contesting with the Void. Should be a free Aegis here for 11Monkeyz.
That was a really good call from them. Really, really nice positioning as well. They just have vision galore. They got traps outside. They know Chrono's on cooldown. They just go straight for the Roshan. And Max, unfortunately, if he had Roar available and positioned more towards the pit, maybe you could argue that the contest could have happened, but he roared the Night Stalker thinking he could kill him off. IO perfectly positioned. ZYZZ able to make the save. And at that point, this lead that Ivy has slowly been building kind of feels like it's not there. You've not been able to stop the TA from farming. Sure, they killed Weaver, but now they got an Aegis on this farm TA who's about to complete Blink Dagger. Ivy have to be so careful with how they use their spells. If they ever waste a Chrono or a Roar, even the Grip to some degree, this Night Stalker is just going to open up the fight for Weaver and TA just to jump the back lines and blow heroes up. Like, this Void isn't really fight ready right now. Was it Mask of Madness, Maelstrom, double farming items into then Hammer? Nowhere near the BKB. Scary window of the game right now for Ivy. Once you get the BKB, sure, completely changes. You'll play with confidence. You'll entertain 11Monkeyz coming to you. You kind of want them to, so that you can just throw all your big spells onto them. Got to be very careful right now.
Setting up for the defense here. They can't keep this push going, Ivy. It's too risky against what they know that 11Monkeyz has at their disposal.
Radiant are scanning.
I've got to stay right back, especially during this Aegis time.
Radiant also very defensive scan on top of themselves in the triangle. Maybe a misclick, but fortunately they won't have that available now for the bigger movements, the bigger map movements now for the next 3 minutes 30 seconds. And Monkeyz quick smoke up. They have scan as well, so if they want to use that, try and play battleships and find roughly where they are, really help out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Actually, really nice movement from Ivy there. A lot of teams would have held this triangle because it's kind of like the standard thing to do, but they respect that forward aggression with the Aegis and quickly run to the enemy triangle.
Oh, it's going to be a DD rune as well.
Radiant's top tower.
Ready if Stoikov wants to go over and grab that. So they're trying to hold it for him, Palantimos.
Radiant's top tower.
Also be ready to pick it. They jump in. There we have it straight away. Mobile. He tries to head over for it, but Palantimos ready and hidden by that DD. Immediately takes him out. JM will be able to TP out in time.
What a play, honestly. Like the amount of vision that 11Monkeyz had in this area. They had the top river ward, the bottom river ward. Weaver kind of knew Tiny was coming, so he just holds his ground, waits in the Sakuchi. Quick blink, picks up DD. Fast reactions. Nice moves there.
Yeah, low skill having to be very careful in the trees. TP was still cooldown for 10 seconds. Close to the BKBs, though. That's going to be their timing, Ivy, when the BKBs are done on low skill. And ideally for them, the Aegis has expired out of the hands of Stoikov.
Yeah.
That'll be when they'll look to go. Still a minute and a half.
Got to be careful.
And on top of him, it is daytime, so he might get a chance to jump. He will. Straight out into the trees and the TP out. They won't try and push on to hunt for him anymore as well, knowing that he had the chrono up. So low skill's able to get away.
But Max now. You've been here before, boss. Game 2, Razor.
He's got the roar if he wants to roar and run. He's going to try for it. The kisses, they're chasing him. Just need a couple of connections to get the kill, and they'll find them.
And an instant smoke from the Bane and the Tiny. Very reminiscent of the previous game. Max goes down, and Ivy just really want to take a fight. There is no kisses available. There's no Night Stalker. It's daytime. Technically, it's a 4v4. Night Stalker pretty much a creep right now. Still unable to find anything. 11Monkeyz very good at just positioning on the fringe of their vision. Aegis is out in 36 seconds. They should be well aware of that. Could be a play that they look for. When Beastmaster is alive, group up, go for a smoke. You kill off this TA just after the Aegis. Before BKB is complete. That does still, well, has been a really, really decent game from this TA.
Let's see how aggressive Ivy want to be with the chrono. I mean, is there benefit for Ivy's lineup to sort of sit back and farm and take the more passive route out of this game? Or, you know, how are things looking and if things slow down?
I feel like Ivy, they kind of want this game to go like, 50, 60 minutes. Their draft is, it scales throughout the entire game. I'd argue potentially that ultra late game, trying to kill a TA and a Weaver could be too elusive with just the chrono being your primary source. Relying on Bane and Beastmaster could be a bit difficult, but...
Mobile, a little off for the combo there. Couldn't quite get the toss back. I only imagine Cute probably wasn't quite close enough for him to have a toss target. Look for the toss back. I'm actually going to see a bit of a poke from BNC. He's in with the jump. Get caught by the avalanche. Low skill considering diving in for this. He'll jump forward. He's going to drop the chrono. It's under the tier 2. See if he's got enough damage for this one. He's committed with the BKB, but no, he hasn't. BNC is able to get out to the side. They're not going to get anything with this one. They've got to back off.
On the roar as well.
It's not going to find anything either. Palantimos, he's going to be fine. They take down JM. Ivy, they've got a split. They've used their ults. They didn't get the kills. It's time to run. Low skill. He's going to have another jump in a second, but the silence. It's in. He's gone. A very, very awkward attempt at a team fight there from Ivy. Committing under the tier 2 tower. That was not what they needed to do, T.
No, not at all. You can probably see it in a minute, but yeah, the fact that they jump underneath this tower trying to kill off the Night Stalker, he's got the aura of the tower. He's super tanky. They jump here, they throw some spells, they miss the arrow. We mentioned already that the damage inside Chrono, they don't really have the heroes to help them out. But you're underneath this tower with the additional aura of that. You BKB just to cover yourself. The 4-star from the Snapfire. At this point, it's a disaster. You can't take this fight. You gotta retreat. Once again, Max, we've not seen a Raw connect successfully yet. They just gotta retreat. The 11Monkeyz just in position to punish that, but I'd argue it's just a little bit sloppy from Ivy trying to be so aggressive underneath the tower. They're a couple items away from being able to play like this. If low skill had a Skadi, let's say, I mean, like if we fast forward 5 minutes, if that was a Skadi, sure, that's a great chrono. You get a kill, you open up the entire fight. But unfortunately, when you're playing from behind, these plays really hurt you.
Well, Max,
Gonna be another defensive roar to try and escape.
he's got to run. And BNC's coming in from the side. He's in with the blink. Max in trouble.
Dire's middle tower.
This has proven to be a very dangerous spot of the map for Ivy. Multiple times we've seen them trying to make plays up on this top lane. It's just not going their way.
I think Max has been living up here, to be fair. I think this is his home. This is his neighborhood. He's not left it, I think, for 25 minutes. And it's not the worst thing. I think a couple Beastmaster deaths up here is not too bad, but you got to try and see Ivy farm the rest of the map, which they're now doing, to be fair. So it kind of looks cloudy. Max dying a lot up in this top side. It is giving Void and Tiny some breathing room. Still, not that ideal.
Still Chrono. Low skill might look to try and do something. It's tough though. The heroes are getting tanky. Yeah, he's got the shard, so he's ready to tease out some sort of reactions with the jump in and jump out.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, you see the
attack.
damage issue there, Cube. Got the Ags in quick buy. They realize that they need to find some form of damage. He's going to apply the Starfall, of course, on his arrow as it shoots on through.
Something extra to throw into the Chrono.
They need something.
Is under attack.
Like, it's one of those games. It's so easy to hit these Chronos because the TA, the Weaver, they naturally kind of come to you to find these kills. Same with the Night Stalker. 11Monkeyz very much respecting Ivy's lineup still. They don't just want to run head on into this into the triangle.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, bye-bye. It's a deep toss. It's a good one as well. Back into the arrow. Have they got the damage? The big damage pop, but he's caught by the edge of the Chrono. Stoikov taken out. I see Palantimos and BNC try to fight back. BNC going straight away towards the Bane, but James is able to turn with the grip. Low skills in with the damage. They bring down the Night Stalker. Low skill with the Mask of Madness popped as well. Commits over towards Mary. Max taken out here through the Ghost Scepter. Low skill, he looked to back off now.
They have to save the gems.
Comes in from Stoikov. Jump in and jump out. Low skill doing his best to try and avoid them, but the bugs are upon him. He'll jump out again. Another nightmare here from JM. Holds back Palantimos. That's going to give low skill the chance to maybe reassess the fight. He's considering maybe standing his ground and fighting back on this one. No, he'll back off. JM, he's away. It's going to be him dropping down. See if they can fight this as they have the avalanche. Tossed to the side. Does mean he's out at the range of the arrow, though. So no follow-up to be had there. Two buybacks from both sides. It's Stoikov and ZYZZ for 11Monkeyz, Coop, and JM for the side of Ivy.
Ivy found the one opportunity to kill off this TA. They weren't ready to be able to protect her. This Eye wasn't in position to help with the relocate. The Raw into arrow, then a Chrono perfectly positioned to then prevent Io from coming in with the relocate on top of that. Actually caught the Eye as well. Yeah, Ivy just in what looked like a pretty difficult position. They found a window and getting a pretty big pick off.
A great toss back from
the
Tiny there, Mobile.
But Roshan respawns. They don't have Chrono. They have Raw back up, sure, but no grip.
Oh,
looks like it's going to be a free Roshan.
Yeah, already in the river. We see the jump over towards Tiny. Has got the BKB, but so much physical damage coming out here. Mobile's got to step back. Jump in and out from low skill. We'll poke out the BKB reaction from Stoikov as well, so both teams popping a BKB for that.
All right, that's actually really big for Ivy. The fact they're able to force out a BKB, it might scare them from going Roshan. If BKB was available, I wouldn't be surprised if they just stood inside the pick, A-clicked it down, and forced Ivy to fight there. Especially with all this trap vision. All right, yeah. Okay, Ivy keeping themselves in. Both teams have plenty of vision around this pit.
Gonna have the arrow. It's a good stun connection. Low skills jumping in. No Chrono for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I was already used relocate as well.
Having the Chrono and their own BKBs up.
Yeah, this is perfect. There's a big window for 11Monkeyz to punish Ivy with this Roshan, but it didn't happen. And now they themselves are the ones going into the pit. They got a sentry outside, so they're able to deward these traps. They've got a hawk up top.
Is there any way they can get in, or do they just have to leave this?
Fighting into a roar, a grip, and a chrono now.
That's so risky.
Difficult. This TA, you blink in, no BKB, 20 seconds left.
I mean, do you really want to chance it for a steal potential here? They're going to start things off with the kisses.
Okay. Ivy wrapping around, leaving the pit actually. Okay.
They know that they're coming in from this angle though. Now with the arrow.
Back inside the pit. Yeah, you just got to take this.
So, like, just finish the rush. Night time. It's out. The bugs are heading in as well. They know exactly how low Roshan is. They're going to be able to make any sort of jump. They're going to try.
He got it. He got it.
He's able to snatch the Aegis. BNC with the jump for it. He does get gripped. They're trying to heal him up as well. In fact, they're going to be able to keep him protected. Over to the side. Low skill drops the chrono. He's called Stoikov and Palantimos, the two high-value cores. It's enough lockdown to take down the TA. They'll try and turn for the chase over towards Palantimos. He's been caught by the arrow. It's a long stun into the combo. They've taken him out as well. Jump to the side. BNC has to run. See if they can chase this further. He's out with the blink. He'll manage to escape. So they get in. They are able to snatch the Aegis, but it still ends up being a very rough fight there for 11Monkeyz. As Ivy bringing a solid team fight and a fantastic chrono. Catches the two cores, the mid and the carry. Means that they have a good window to quickly take down Palantimos, and Stoikov has to run, and he can't.
Yeah, it was really good for Ivy. For Blink, perfect positioning on the high ground to be able to get that Aegis steal, the snatch. But unfortunately, there was a little bit of disparity between the fight and what they were trying to achieve. I think snatching that Aegis, trying to retreat after into your own vision was much better, but they went a little bit too deep. They weren't able to protect the TA. And in doing so, Ivy was able to quickly blow her up. She's had a great game with her farm, but not being able to convert that really into the game.
The base is in trouble now.
You got Beastmaster Tiny. Your base will fall incredibly quick.
No buybacks available on Palantimos and Stoikov.
They bought out, that's why. So now this Rax is going to fall. You've already got Mirana in top lane chipping that tower down.
It's about to fall. They're going to have the window to look for a second set here, Ivy.
Yeah, that's it. 2 lanes of Rax gone. 1 positional error and you lose 2/3 of your base. Nice little bounce back though from Ivy. There's some shaky moments in this game, but waiting for their key items, playing around Roshan, pretty fundamental when they return into this game. They easily could have been outpaced and fell victim to being ran at by TA and Night Stalker, but they never really gave opportunities for TA to enter the game.
That was a risky fight from 11Monkeyz to try and take around that Roshan, and it's definitely not paid off for them at all. 2 sets of racks down now against Ivy. Ivy with the lead, 6k up, and they're ready to look for more plays. Smoking and ready to look to the jump in mid. I mean, 10 seconds, Chronosphere is going to be back up. Ivy more than happy to look for another team fight.
They got the Hawk. They know where this Weaver is. This gem pickup earlier, by the way, is really destroying this double core lineup.
Quick jump from Mobai. There he's gone. Maybe even considering the opportunity to jump into the base here.
They want more.
They've got the Nightmare set up. Arrow's going to be coming in. Stoikov, he needs some sort of assistance, but Mobai, he's jumped the back lines to make sure Io struggles to get over. The Chrono's down. Double kill for low skill. Turns over to Palantimos, feeds Chris back up. They lock down the Weaver. 3 dead, no buyback. It's over. GG is called. Ivy will take this game 3, and with that, the series, it's theirs.
Whew, okay, this was a weird series. There's a lot back and forth, but yeah, for Ivy in this one, under a little bit of pressure, much better in the laning phase. This safe lane did really well. Beastmaster, a pretty decent recovery. Still some